Hi there guys, and welcome to this video on expanding brackets, but this time we're going to ask you to expand and simplify. So this is going to bring in expanding single brackets, multiplying terms, collecting like terms all into one topic. Okay, so if you are really happy with those skills, today is going to be very simple for you. If those skills were not friendly, then this is unfortunately going to be worse. So let's take our time. Now you can see before you just had this part here, and this would have been like part B if this was part A. But what we're going to do now is do basically two simultaneously, two at the same time. But when I say at the same time, we're still going to expand one at a time and then just put them together. So we want 3 of this bracket, so 3 lots of 2x, well that's 6x. And 3 lots of 5, well that would be a 15. So that's that bracket expanded. Now I have to do the same here. Well, I've got, it depends how you think about this. You can say, well, this is a positive 2 times 4, which is a positive 8x, which is absolutely fine to do that. So let's just stick with that. So we've got a positive 2 times a 1, a positive 1, well that's plus 2. Now you can see here that these are like terms. So 6x plus 8x is 14x. And we also have these as like terms as well. 15 add 2 is 17. Please remember, you can't collect these together, they are not like terms. So here we have expanded, and for this section we have simplified. We've expanded and we have simplified. So at this stage you're always looking to identify like terms and simply collect them together. This one is exactly the same, just with different numbers, okay? So the same level of difficulty. So 5 of this bracket, so 5 of those, well that's 15x. And 5 of these, well, that's 20. 3 of this bracket, so 3 of lots of 2x, well that's 6x. And 3 lots of 1 is 3. You can see here we have some like terms. We can collect those together as 21x. And we've got these two constant terms, numerical terms, whatever you want to call them, and we can collect those. So you can see it's just an addition of all these skills. Now you've definitely got to be more careful when you can see a minus, especially when it's in the middle. So the numbers are still nice, but this minus is going to throw things up. So 4 of this bracket, so that's 4x, and 4 lots of 3 is 12, and that 12 is positive. Now we've got minus 2 times an x. Well, that's minus 2x because the signs are different. I get a negative answer. And 2 times x, we just put them together. Minus 2 times 4, again, the signs are different, so we have a minus. And 2 4s are 8. So 4x take away 2x, you can see the like terms here. Well, that's 2x. And 12 take away 8 is a positive 4, so we write positive in the middle. So hopefully you're looking at that going, I've got that, it's not a problem. So why don't pause the video, have a go at this one, and when you're ready, hit play, but it is definitely trickier. Okay, welcome back. Let's hope you get that warm fuzzy feeling inside when you get this correct. But 5 of this bracket, you should have had 15x minus 10. Hopefully no problems there. Minus 2 lots of 7x, well that's minus 14x. But this bit is where people go wrong. You've got a minus, you're multiplying by another minus, we're going to get an addition. And 2 3s are 6. So a lot of people write minus 6 here. They're just not thinking enough about the problem. So 15x's, take away 14x's, well that's just a single x. And we have minus 10, we're going to add 6, we end up on minus 4. There you go. Now, harder still, obviously, with more letters, we've got to start thinking about using powers. So let's take our time. This is where it goes into math land. So 3x times this. So let's do this. So we've got 3 times x times 2 times x. So we can do 3 times 2 first, which is 6, and we do x times x, which is x squared. Don't write x, it's just not good mathematics. 3x times y, Well, the x and the y, they just go next to each other. We can hide the times sign. Remember, there's a 1 there. So 3 times 1 is 3. And you can see that this is a positive. Okay, so we've got negative times a positive, negative. 2 3s are 6. We've got x times y. They're not repeated letters, so we just put them together. And here we go again. Negative times a positive, negative. 2 2s are 4. And this time we do have a repeated letter, x times x. So we just write it as x squared. Now, let's look at the like terms. We've got 6x squared. Take away 4x squared. We're going to have 2x squared. We've got a positive 3xy's, but then we're taking away 6 of them, and we end up with minus 3xy. Now at this point I'll say, let's imagine at this stage here, I'd written 3xy, and then for some reason I'd done that. You need to identify that these are exactly the same. It's just multiplication we can do in any order. So if we always write in alphabetical order, we're going to avoid that problem. Because you may look at those and say they are different terms. They're not, because multiplication is done in any order. Okay, so if you write in alphabetical order, you'll avoid that problem. Okay, let's just have a look at one more, and then it's just down to you guys to get going. So we've got minus in the middle, so it's tricky, and that's particularly tricky when this is a minus as well. We'll deal with that in a minute. So 4y times 2x. So 4 times 2 is 8, no negatives to worry about. And we've got a y and an x, so we're going to put those in alphabetical order next to each other. Now we've got positive times a negative, so that's a negative. We've got 4 times 1 is 4, and we've got y times y. That's been repeated, so I'm going to use powers. We've got a negative times a positive, minus. 2 3s are 6, and we've got an x times a y, so we put them next to each other. Now, while we're here, I'm just going to reiterate what I said earlier. That was yx, so that would have been yx, and this would have been xy. But you can see they are the same thing. So minus times minus, that's a positive. 2 times 1 is 2, and x times t is tx. So, look, we've got some like terms here. So we've got 8xy minus 6xy. So that's going to be 2xy's, or 2yx's if you wanted to. We haven't got any more like terms, any more y squared terms, so we're just going to write that one. And we definitely don't have any more tx terms, so we write that one as well. That's it, guys. So hopefully that's all made sense. Previous lesson went really well, and yeah, good luck.